Good morning, class. So today we'll begin our class with case study, the life in Amazon basin. Now, the name Amazon, please underline whatever you see underlined over here, is derived from the term Amazono, which means big wave in local term. River Amazon and most of its tributaries originate from the Andes and drains into Atlantic Ocean. The countries that are drained by the river system are Peru, Ecuador, Colombia, Bolivia, Venezuela and Brazil. See, this is a picture of the Amazon basin covered with thick sulfurs, that is the dense rainforest. And here on the map given on page 83, you see the Amazon rainforest also and how more than 1,000 tributaries drain this area and then they fall into the Atlantic Ocean. Now there is some further reading over here about the Amazonian rainforest. The Amazon rainforest is so large. Children, you have to cut it out in from here. The Amazon rainforest is so large that it is considered as one of the crucial controller of the world's climatic events. Crucial, important. As the Amazon rainforest shrinks, that means becomes less, the lungs of the planet Earth also shrinks. This is because of this forest's ability to add enormous amount of oxygen to the atmosphere and to absorb a large volume of carbon dioxide, thus to reduce greenhouse effect. Able to give out enormous amount of oxygen because the forest is it is a dense rainforest. Okay. Now coming to page number 85. Here they have shown the different rivers which drain the Amazon basin and how they meet together. They fall in, they are tributaries of the Amazon river and then they flow into the Atlantic Ocean here. Now the major part of the basin falls between 10 degree north and 10 degrees south. Thus hot, humid equatorial climate prevails here. So 10 degree north and 10 degree south is next to the equator only. This region is characterized by torrential rainfall. Now in is not required over here, children. You can safely scratch it out every afternoon and dampness in its atmosphere. Based on this typical high temperature and humidity condition, luxurious growth of flora and fauna can be found in the Amazon basin. Now coming to the selvas. The dark, dense and damp rainforest developed in the Amazon basin is called as the selvas. The rainforest trees are characterized by layering arrangement. Okay, there are different layers of forest over there. And the topmost layer is known as the canopy. Almost every variety of plant species, from weeds and orchids to large woody trees, from tall grasses to creepers and climbers, from ferns to mushrooms, are grown here abundantly. Variety of flora can be found from the very large trees to undergrowth, dense undergrowth. All grows here luxuriantly. The most expensive varieties of woods are coming from mahogany, ebony, ironwood and rosewood, which are used for making furnitures or decorating the house as such. Lianas are common woody creepers that entangle the trees and branches and form a thick vegetative network inside the forest. So liana is another woody creeper which grows luxuriantly over there. Now earlier I have told you that the soil of Amazonian forest is not very fertile. It is also called the Amazonian dark earth or Indian black earth. This is high in charcoal content on account of large amounts of biomass. What is biomass, children? Dead bodies of animals and decaying plants, they form biomass. It is very difficult for the sunlight to reach the ground. Why? Because of the high canopy. And the tree leaves are so thick that it is very difficult for the sun to penetrate the ground beneath. It is very difficult for the sunlight to reach the ground portion of the forest because of the thick canopy. Besides, the everyday rain makes the ground area damp and full of poisonous insects and reptiles. Now children, it is raining every day. There is no sunlight to dry up the ground. So it is always it is a marshy or a swampy land where you have lot of poisonous insects and reptiles. Mostly tree animals ranging from apes, monkeys. It is not monkeys, it is monkeys, sloths, leopards, and birds are found on land, while amphibians, reptiles, and fish are found in the swamps and rivers of the selvas. So there are, you see, there is a network of rivers over there. So plenty of amphibians and fish are there. And so are deadly crocodiles. Now, anaconda, the largest snake in the world, is the famous wildlife of Amazon basin. There was a Hollywood movie also based on this snake. Toucans, macaws, and hummingbirds are common. Ant-eating tapir, blue dart frog, bats, flies, mosquitoes, and leech are too common and restrict human settlement in Amazonian rainforest. So this is, the danger from these insects and animals or reptiles is such that humans do not venture deep into the Amazonian rainforest. You can go there to study things and all, but then day-to-day life is very difficult. Now coming to page number 86, we come to Amazonian Indians. In the forest region, tribal people mostly engage in food gathering and hunting as they still depend on forest food. Okay, cultivation is not possible over there, children, because they have to clear a lot of land area which is thickly forested. The Amazonian Indians are the original settlers of this region, as they were called so by Columbus, who discovered America, South America also. They are the warrior tribes and follow the matriarchal pattern of society. Matriarchal means where the mother is the head of the family, not the father. The density of population is less than 1 person per square kilometer. So hardly anybody lives over there on a permanent basis. Most of the forest dwellers live in huts made of wood with thatched roofs. These are called maloka. These are the thatched roofs. No picture is given over there. You can roughly see the thatched roof over here. So these are the roofs. Typical maloka is given over there, children, but the picture given here is very dark. Some also live in multi-storied and stilted maloka. What is stilted, children? Built on stilts or wooden poles. There is a factor of threat to the rainforest of the Amazon basin. From where? Because from the people who live close to the rainforest. Now here they say that the tribal people can cause little damage to the forest as forest dwellers, because they are more dependent on the forest for food gathering, so they will not harm the forest. However, loggers, who are loggers? People who cut trees for commercial purposes. And people living in the vicinity of the forest, close to the forest, pose greater threats to it. They clear it for the purpose of construction, habitation, and farming. So the Amazonian forest is also being cut at a very alarming rate. High humidity and heat attract mosquitoes, which means that malaria and yellow fever prevails. Besides, other tropical diseases are also common here. So because of this threat to human life, the human habitation is very less in the Amazonian rainforest. Most of the people in the Amazonian rainforest are the hunter-gatherers. Hunter-gatherers, no, it is gatherers. Okay, T-H-E-R-E-R-S. The forest and the water bodies provide them with variety of food. They also do fishing as their prime activity. The rivers and creeks are the breeding grounds for large variety of fish, turtle, and other aquatic life. There are some people who eat turtle meat also. Some people also practice subsistence farming by clearing a small patch of land through slash and burn method. What is slash and burn method? When you cut down trees, then you burn the stumps of those trees or the roots of those trees, and then that patch is ready for farming. They produce yam, cassava, and tapioca, which are the staple food. For protein substitute, they also add ant eggs in their diet. So with this we come to the end of the chapter. Today we have already done the objective type questions with you, but I have uploaded them, typed them out in the written work that I have given you. So please go through the videos, all 3 videos very carefully. In case you have not understood something, please ask. Thank you.